Hi. All right. So I actually just made a video a few minutes ago and apparently I ran out of time and it cut off. So we'll try one more time. I wanted to make a quick little video and just kind of talk to some of you about my journey with LulaRoe. For those of you that don't know, my name is Christy Philippi, and I have been selling LulaRoe for a little over a year. I started in November of 2015. A very dear friend and coworker of mine, Vanessa, and I started together. It all kind of started unexpectedly. I had a high school friend who sold LulaRoe, who is now my sponsor. She came and did a pop-up at my house, and Vanessa came to that pop-up. I'm a full-time teacher. Vanessa is a full-time teacher. And her and I both fell in love with the clothes like immediately. They're perfect clothes for teachers. They're modest, but they're stylish and very comfortable. So teachers, we love some LulaRoe. So I actually had two pop-ups within a few months of each other at my house. And Vanessa came to both of those. And she is actually the first one who kind of approached me about possibly selling LulaRoe on the side. And every time she brought it up, I laughed at her because I was like, I'm a teacher. I don't sell stuff. But anyway, after a lot of discussion with our husbands and with each other, we decided to give it a shot. And so we started our journey at the end of November 2015. We started selling and teaching, and we absolutely fell in love with it. I had no idea that I would love doing this as much as I actually do. Ever since I was young, I knew I was going to be a teacher. I feel like teaching is a career that is definitely a calling in life. Not everyone can do it, like a lot of jobs. I mean, I can't be a doctor, right? So I think it takes certain personalities to be able to be a teacher. And I have been fortunate enough to have wonderful jobs and teach at a few different schools. And I feel like in my career as a teacher that I have, I've done what I expected. I have a really good work ethic. I work really hard. I set really high expectations for myself in the classroom. And all of that kind of rolled over into LulaRoe. It was definitely hard in the beginning to figure out a way to balance everything. I have two boys who keep me very busy. So I was teaching full time, selling LulaRoe on the side with my business partner, and still being a mom and a wife. And most of us moms and wives know that that's not always an easy task. But I loved it, everything about it. And we went through 2016 like champs. We were booking pop-ups, selling clothes, slinging skirts, building a team of women that we just adore. And I was very pleasantly surprised at how much I just fell in love with the clothes, with this company, with everything that I was doing. We were able in July to go to convention in California, and that just lit a whole new fire under my fanny. My husband was able to go, and he was able to listen to Deanne and Mark talk about this business and really see their passion for this company. And I think that really helped him to understand where I was coming from also. And so fast forward to this Christmas holiday. Before Christmas, we'll back up to like October. So Vanessa, who is young and fabulous, at the end of October, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And that was a very shocking diagnosis. She has the best attitude of anybody I know. She has gone through all of this with such grace and positivity, and has really taught me a lot and has inspired me through her journey with all of this. So then around Christmas, she had to kind of think about things, and we had a discussion, and she said that she really thinks that she needs to take time away from LulaRoe to focus on her health. And hopefully after this year, when God has finished healing her body, which I know he will, then hopefully for her and her husband to start a family, which I'm super excited about. However, it gave me a little bit of diarrhea to have that conversation. Those of you that don't know me, I say that a lot when I get stressed. Because it came down to the fact that, I keep shaking the camera, sorry. It came down to the fact that I was going to be doing this by myself, which I knew I could do, but LulaRoe is a lot of work, especially to be able to do the things that Vanessa and I were able to do. My goal is to continue at that standard and to be able to sell what we've been selling and book the pop-ups that we've been booking and keep building that team that we've started to build. But doing that on my own and teaching full-time started to make me sweat a little bit, because teaching is not a 9-to-5 job. It takes a lot of work, and I take that job very seriously. So my husband and I had a long discussion over the holiday break, and it was very emotional for me, but we finally came to the conclusion that after 15 years, and I get emotional every time I talk about it. In the last video, I cried like a goober. So maybe since I already got that out, I won't be so emotional in this video. But, so let me back up just a little bit. The main reason why I started selling LulaRoe was to try to help contribute extra money so that our family could get to a point where we were living a debt-free life, which I think is a goal of a lot of people, especially our age in your mid to late 30s. But the frustrating part was, as a teacher, there was really not much that I could contribute. Most humans know that teachers do not make much money. We are certainly not in it for the money. And so it was really frustrating for me to see that stress on my husband and really not be able to feel like I was contributing to relieve any of that stress for him. So that's really why I started selling LulaRoe. And after being with this company for a year, I can see, I mean, LulaRoe has blessed our lives in many ways. And it continues to bless our lives. And I feel like if I continue to do what I'm doing and to continue to do the things that Vanessa and I have started to do together, then it's only going to continue to bring bigger blessings to our life. And so we decided over the holiday break that after 15 years in the classroom, that I was going to, see, I'm such a goober, that I was going to take a break from teaching, which was an extremely hard decision on a couple of levels. It was hard because I love my students, and I, as a mom, I know it's hard for parents to understand and to help their kids adjust when a teacher leaves before the end of a school year. I mean, I totally get that. And it was hard for me as a teacher because I want to make sure that they are as successful as they can be. And that's my goal every day in the classroom. But I knew that I had to make this decision for my family. So I think as adults, especially as women, sometimes it's hard for us to be selfish. And I say that in a positive way, that I had to take a minute and put myself and my family first. And it's not very often, I don't think, that I do that. So it was a very difficult decision. So I went and spoke to my principal, and so, long story short, I'm not finishing out the school year. Hashtag because of LulaRoe. March 3rd, 2017 will be my last day in the classroom. And I'm excited to start my full-time job as a LulaRoe fashion consultant. It was also a hard decision because it scares the crap out of me. I am not a risk taker by nature. So I'm still trying to adjust to the fact that in a few weeks I will no longer be teaching full time, that I will be able to devote all of my time to my LulaRoe business, which excites me to no end. I've already set so many goals for myself for 2017, and I know that with that time that I'll have to put into this business, that I will be able to reach those goals. And my husband is the most supportive person. He's my biggest cheerleader. He has been from the beginning. And I'm just so excited to see what this year is going to bring. It's a lot of change, a lot of new things, and we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to share that with all of you because I think it's important to hear personal stories of how this company is. I mean, it sounds so cliche because you hear so many people say that LulaRoe is changing lives, but they truly are changing lives, and they're all about blessing others. And they get so excited as a company when their fashion consultants are able to do things for their families that they weren't able to do before LulaRoe. So I'm excited to have all of my customers shop with me this year, hosting parties and shopping online. If there's anyone that's watching this video that would like to learn more about how to become a LulaRoe fashion consultant, please contact me. I would love to talk to you more about it and help it to be able to bless your life in some way. And thank y'all so much for watching this video because it was not easy to make. And I'm a blubbering mess, so I hope you followed all of that. I wish all of you blessings in 2017. It's going to be a good year, y'all.